Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Arrrgh Booked. We're going to be discussing, where is it? There it is. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. And I am so excited to hear your thoughts because I heard some people DNF'd this and I was like, oh no. And that was like right before I started it. So I really liked it though. I gave this a 4.
I would say 3.5.
Oh, okay. Ashley, what about you?
I've tentatively given it a 4. It might go down to a 3.5. I'm kind of sitting on it. But yeah.
It honestly was one of those books that made me reevaluate how I give stars to books.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Because I realized I never really give anything like a 1 or a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying this year to be more intentional about that spread.
Mm-hmm.
Like I give a lot of ordinary books like a 3, like very ordinary books.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, maybe some of those should actually be like 2s. And my 3s should actually mean this, whatever this is.
Mm-hmm.
And I should save my 5s for like my favorite books that I, really adore, as opposed to just books that I think are incredibly good. I'm trying to make that my 4.
Interesting. Okay.
So with that in mind, I give it a 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I thought this was pretty good. Like I was nervous going in because I'd had people tell me they DNF'd it, but I enjoyed the writing enough, and I didn't really know who Ariadne was, so I didn't have any like preconceptions about like what to expect. So I enjoyed the ride. I thought it was well done.
I mean, I only knew the bare bones really of Ariadne's story.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I knew the Minotaur thing, but that's it. I didn't know anything after that.
Yeah, exactly. I knew that and her death, but like I didn't know anything in the middle, like nothing.
I've only ever heard of her from Circe by Madeline Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Circe goes and meets Ariadne.
Yeah.
But that was kind of it. I'm really glad my youngest and I had done like the full Greek mythology thing this month, because I feel like I would have been really lost going into this book without it. I feel like it kind of puts you right into that world and starts introducing all the gods and everything. And you're like, wait, who? So I'm really glad that I had that kind of not a little bit of knowledge going into it, or else I would have been really lost.
Yeah, they throw around a lot of the names, a lot of the myths.
There was a lot in there, yeah.
In one way, I think she made it really accessible, though, where she kind of, every time she mentioned someone, she generally explained the whole story somehow.
Yeah.
Like, at least in brief, which was something. For me, the writing did not hit well. Like, I thought the reviews I had seen of the book were actually really good, like 4s and 5s almost exclusively. And, like, I don't know. I think I had this weight of like Madeline Miller in the back of my head too, with that style.
Oh, I mean, Madeline Miller is like top tier for this. So
yeah. So, admittedly, it's a high bar, but I do think the writing picked up. I think I understand the DNFs because I think the first few chapters were not as well written somehow. Like they felt much more like telling. Like everything was telling a feeling, telling a memory, telling a reaction rather than like just describing it. It was like, I felt very like we were being, I don't know, led a little too much. Every feeling was explained. But it picked up for me by the second half. Like I thought she sort of came off of that. And like once she was like married to Dionysus and was living her life, then I feel like the writing changed and it was much more lyrical.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Getting towards like, I don't know, the last quarter of it, I was surprised that the book was only 300 pages.
Yeah.
It did feel a little bit longer.
All these things happened. It's like, oh wait, it's only a 300-page book.
I was listening to the audio and it got to the end of the story and it just ended and I went, wait, are we done? Like, was that the end of the book? It just felt really abrupt, but yeah.
Yeah,
The pacing was a little odd. Yeah.
I had said I had before we went live, I had to go back like 20 minutes ago and reread like the last 5 pages of it to be like, wait, what happened? And I had finished it 2 days ago, so it definitely had an abrupt ending and kind of like a clunky start to it.
Excuse me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I agree completely. It was for as slow as a lot of the parts were. I thought the very dramatic finale was like 1 page. Really,
Yeah.
it was like a page and a half.
It was definitely faster than I was expecting. I didn't think that was going to be the end.
Yeah.
No. The epilogue is like maybe like a page total.
And she also didn't have she didn't. I don't know. For me, I do like books where people take the challenge of a character who honestly isn't like the typical heroine character.
Mhm.
You know, like the person who like does all the things. Because I think there's a lot of depth to people who love, their life that's simpler. But I
Mhm.
don't feel like she delved into that.
Yeah.
She talks about how much she loves motherhood and stuff, but not really about the whole struggle of like creating this life on this island. Even
Mhm.
after Dionysus came, like how does one automatically know how to press grapes and, make cream and that kind of stuff. Like the
Yeah.
stuff that did make her life worthwhile for so long, I feel like was glossed over, you know. So
That's true. Yeah, it would have been
Yeah.
nice to see like that day to day. How do you make it work on this island?
and I didn't feel like they really fell in love. Like their marriage itself was surprising to
Yeah, it
me.
was kind of weird to me too. I didn't understand why they got married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was like they were friends, and then all of a sudden it was like, and right when that was happening, I was like, wait, are they gonna get married? Like this seems odd. And then it was like
Yeah.
our wedding was, and I was like, oh, okay.
She'd grown up with this whole like fear, and I don't know, kind of warning of the gods and how they connect.
Mhm.
Got right into marriage with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not like a low key god either,
No.
like
He's a party god. Yeah.
yeah. So
Going off with maidens into the woods and coming back bloody. No big deal.
toad's fine. Got to
Weird
the fifth
happening.
baby. No worries.
It's just what we do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I found the whole idea of Dionysus talking about the other gods and like he's not like the other gods.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I was like, no, sir, you are.
We've all been there. We all were in 10th grade once, like
Yeah.
not like the other boys. Yeah. No. I mean, I understand. Honestly, the character I related to most was her sister. Like, especially the whole beginning before she like went off the rails. And like she was just so annoyed by everyone around her doing all these things. So
Like I feel like I don't think any of the characters were particularly likable. Like I didn't find myself like sympathizing with anybody a lot because I was just like, all of you are just making these random weird choices and I don't know why.
yeah.
I also think that kind of goes with Greek mythology.
I mean, yeah,
you're likable.
it's all very random. Yeah. The
But I
whim
feel
of the
like
gods.
when you do a retelling though, like what makes it compelling is like giving us
Explaining
their
it.
reason.
Yeah, giving them a
right?
reason.
Or their depth, yeah. And that for me would be my real criticism of the book is just I didn't have a reason like guiding her story. Like it was just, happening to her as someone commented here. Like things were happening to her and she was like reacting to them. Even at the very end when she could have had a moment to like actually maybe come up with a plan or do something, she just sort of is approaching. And then her death happens to her,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's true.
I thought it was tough. Like
Yeah.
So
what did you guys think about like her sister's story and kind of how it came into play with I don't know her her different view on life than Ariadne.
Yeah, I felt like she was a little bit more in
Active.
charge of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Like she had a little bit more agency, I think, or at least a little more awareness of what was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I again wanted to just slap her a few times. I was like, what are you doing? What's happening here? Like, why are we doing this?
Your stepson.
That is your stepson. He thinks of you as mother. Like, what are you doing?
Plus, he's like a sworn virgin.
Right? Like, that whole story, I was just like, I don't understand anyone's motivation here.
No.
Yeah. And he probably resembles your husband in some way, right?
Like, I don't know. That just felt so weird to me. But again, Greek mythology, I get it. I understand. It's a little bit weird sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, that just felt very out of left field for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for her to kill herself over all of that, I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere, because she was hoping to run everything. She, very headstrong. She what she wanted, and then to fall so.
She made it weird.
She did indeed. Oh my God.
She was very, I don't know. I feel like very aware of like other people's motivations, and like for her not to have realized that this kid like wasn't interested in her seems
right. Like if you're that aware of everyone else, why are you not aware that he's not into this? Like he doesn't want to.
And also, I feel like her character, I don't know, like the way they built her, she built her character throughout didn't seem like somebody who would have chosen that death, so swiftly.
Yeah.
Like without having had some reason to believe that this was more than it was. I think that would have made it a little bit more fleshed out, right? Like if there had been misunderstandings or opportunity for like her thinking one thing, even if he didn't feel that way. But
I always thought there was maybe a little bit, obviously some like postpartum kind of depression stuff going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, by having they had 2 kids at that point.
Yeah. I don't think that would make me
fall
in love with my stepson.
Like there's really no excuse for that. No. I don't know.
So killing herself protecting her.
It's the Book of the Month edition, and then it has coffee stains on it. Because I had a coffee spill happen this month. No.
It's loved in.
Yep.
It just gives it a little extra charm.
A little extra, yes.
I love the cover with the blue leaves, though. I think that one's so pretty.
Yeah, like this is one of my favorite book covers. It's just, it's so pretty.
It's foiled just right. The right amount of foiling. I fell down a foiling well the other day, and I was like, don't do it, Tanya. Don't do it. Don't buy random things.
But when they're pretty.
I know. Sometimes
it was like the crafting part of it, though. I was like, I can learn to foil all my covers. Like, no, you won't. You will not do that.
No.
Yeah. It's still there, though. The desire. Felt like there's a lot more interesting story. Yeah, the story of Dionysus, then of Ariadne. Yeah. What was he off doing? Yeah. She seemed to have a remarkable lack of curiosity about what he was off doing.
Right? Like the way she was just like, well, that's weird, and I guess whatever. I was like, excuse me.
Yeah. Like you've never wondered?
Out.
Exactly. I want to check in on all the women who live on your island who go off into the woods with your husband at night.
Yeah.
Like they're not all bonding with each other over wine.
That never ends well.
Like I really wanted her to like go follow them and like see what was happening and experience whatever was going on, so she would have like, I don't know, something to confront him with or anything. But she was just like, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
It was hot. It's like, seemed to be a great wife though. like, like super white. Just reading it.
Yeah, I really don't know a lot about Dionysus. I know like he's the god of wine and
Revelry.
and all of that. I watched True Blood, and there's a Maynard in season 2. That was a very chaotic season. So I knew a little bit about that.
I remember that. Oh, was that the people who threw those parties with the lamps outside?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And their eyes would
That
go
whole
off.
show is like a fever dream. Like, I'm so
It was
confused.
the most fever dream TV show. Oh my god. I actually hate True Blood because I read the books first and I was like, wait, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so the books are not like that?
No, I mean the books are silly, but they're silly in a fun way where the show is like literally just a fever dream of chaos.
It really was.
I don't like that. I watched it for Eric.
I mean, who didn't?
Yeah.
Who didn't? I tapped out of that show like, I don't know where exactly. Somewhere with the evangelical church situation.
Oh, you left early on.
Yeah.
It's so much weirder.
But I was sad
Bob loves
because
it.
of Eric.
He made me watch the whole thing twice. I was like, we're not doing this again.
The hymn to Dionysus. Oh, that's cool. I think.
I will have to look.
Who else didn't this author write another mythology retelling?
There's a book called Hera.
Yeah, I haven't read it yet though.
Yeah,
I would definitely read another book by her just to see.
Yeah, it's Hera. And then Atalanta also.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's another one I don't think I know that much about.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a sucker for mythology retellings. Like, I'll pretty much read them.
I love them.
You know? Yeah. But
I especially like the ones like this that are like a feminist take so that you get to see like their side of the story, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Let the women have their day.
And this one did a good job of, I think, at least like not making every single guy out to be like Theseus, you know? Like sort of a one-dimensional bad guy.
Yeah.
So the Dionysus thing is very sad though. I'm like, no. Don't be like this.
Yeah.
So he seems kind of awesome. I loved when he rescued his mom.
Yeah.
I was like, hooray.
Yeah, I definitely want to read a Dionysus book because I found him a really compelling character and I wanted a little bit more of his story.
Yeah.
He was my favorite character in the Percy Jackson series too, even though everyone else is like, because he was just so like justifiably grumpy about like, it seemed like the right things, you know, like being punished by his dad and this and that. And like, I don't know, seemed to wield his immortality in a way that seemed realistic. like petty and vengeful, you know, like grumpy. So I don't know. That series was not my favorite series. So you should take that with a grain of salt. I had to read it out loud. I was like, did you find something here?
Yeah. So. I know we watched the first season of the new show.
Oh, was that any good?
Yeah, we liked the first season, and then we can't get into the second season. So,
See, I strongly disliked Percy Jackson when I read it. I read it many, many years ago, like I don't know when it came out, and I didn't like it. I just found it was like not written in a way that appealed to me, and I didn't. Yeah. I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And Sarah got into it a little bit, and she read some of his other books too, but.
Yeah, my middle is really into them, and she's read a bunch of the series. But I was recently reading his, because even though my kids are getting older, we still try to have like a book that we read aloud together, just personally. And it might take forever, but like either way. So it was like the Magnus Chase ones with Norse mythology. Yeah. It's just so irritating. I was like, how long are we going to be stuck in like Valhalla, like before we get out again? But
No.
Oh, I think Heidi said something that makes sense for her story for Ariadne's. You know, that you just bury
Yep.
your head in the sand.
Yeah.
I think a lot of moms, well, the wives, right? That's
Yeah.
like can do that, especially.
It's easier to just get along.
Yeah.
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 And she had lost everything, you know, like this was
Yeah.
That's true.
all that
Yeah.
she had. And so go along with whatever and don't pay attention.
And he was by far the nicest man who had ever really been in her life besides Daedalus, I guess.
Yeah.
So. Oh, and that other nice old man that she could have married.
Oh yeah.
That her sister kept making fun of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was old, but you know, he was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, back then your choices were pretty slim. Like,
If you had a choice.
if you even had one, yeah.
Yeah. I would take old and nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Old and nice is way better than young, fit, and horrible.
Exactly. For sure. I can't imagine. What would you guys have done if it had been you, like, left on the island before Dionysus comes?
Me, I would have probably fallen apart.
Yeah.
I don't do well in those kinds of situations. I
Like
panic.
you wake up. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God, they all left me. Are you serious? And then I'd be done.
No searching for
I would
food.
like that's literally like one of my biggest fears is getting left behind or forgotten. And so like that would mess me up. I don't think I'd handle it well.
Left behind on purpose would be even worse. You thought you just had your wedding night.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like that would destroy me. I don't think I could handle it. Definitely wouldn't have handled it as well as she did.
No. No, it would have, totally set my anxiety off. And I would like to think that eventually I would start looking for food and water, but
I would like to hope that I would at least have survival skills kick in, but honestly, I don't know. I would just go lay down in a cave and be upset.
For me, it would entirely depend on how many insects were on the island.
Oh my God, that's true.
Like I would throw myself into the sea if there was enough. like let's end this swiftly.
I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
try to swim for Crete. Yeah. Like
I could do it. There's a lot of islands around. I bet I could make it to one that's better.
Yeah, I think that would be my plan. I think I would try to build a raft.
Yeah.
And fail probably, but try, you know.
What did I read? Earlier this month I read Isola. And it's about a woman who is left on an island off the coast of Canada and like having to survive and through the winters and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it a true story or fictional?
Fictional.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it was really good. I liked it. And, but yeah, kind of same setup of like, now what?
Yeah, I love reading survival stories, but I could not. I'm not made for that sort of thing.
And like I think it's in the 1500s, I think it takes place. And, you know, she is there with other people at the beginning, but
then she's the only one.
Supply, and then she ends up alone. And how do you survive? And especially like the winters there.
Yeah. That sounds awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, like, you know, our current state of apocalypse now, like, I tell my husband all the time, I'm like, you need to have a backup plan for me. Like, how you're going to accelerate my end. Because I'm not built for this running, dodging life. Yeah. Like, he made me read the road.
Access gluten-free food, I'm out. I'm not made for survival.
No.
Marriage at Sea.
Ooh.
Oh, I think I heard about that actually.
Lost
I
at
don't know where.
Sea.
I
Ooh.
think it was featured in a magazine or something. Um,
Huh.
Yeah, that's another one of my absolute worst fears. My father's trying to convince us to go on a cruise, and I'm like, absolutely not. No, I can't do that. I don't go on boats that are going to take me out to the middle of nowhere.
possibly sink. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not a thing I'll ever do.
Or even worse, get like norovirus.
Oh my god, right? Like, oh no.
I didn't see that documentary, but that's incredibly horrible. The one where, what was it? The poop cruise or something?
Oh my god, that was so disgusting. No.
Could not.
No.
Yeah.
Cozy and cups of coffee. Yeah.
Yes. Same.
Yeah.
I made
I'm meant to be
first thing animals
housed.
with a blanket and a cup of tea and a book. Like that.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have an
can't have
indoor
those
pet.
things.
Like, I'm not. It's like my dog. My dog goes out in the snow and he's like, "Ah."
We were watching people walk their dogs this morning and being like, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
There was a guy jogging outside this morning, and I was like, "What are you doing, man? Go home!
Someone's chasing you?
Like the roads are icy."
In
What are
their
you
brains.
doing?
Someone's chasing them in their head.
Yeah.
I have this theory about people who jog. Everybody who's listening who jogs, please forgive me. Obviously, I'm just a lump who doesn't like to move my body, but still, I'm every time I see people jogging, like in hard conditions, especially like when it's incredibly hot or incredibly cold, I'm like, you need a therapist. Like you need to like work through these issues. There's no point in running away from them. So,
Oh,
love
I
that.
just can't imagine going to run when it is like -8 degrees outside and there's ice on the ground. Like,
those people will do better than us in survival situations.
yes. Yeah, that man is going to handle himself in a survival situation. I, however,
Yeah.
will not.
Yeah. No. I felt like her story, like, see, that's the stuff. Okay, back to Ariadne, that would have made me relate to her better or like her better, is if she had to like struggle a little bit before things started happening to her.
Yeah.
Like if she had to really like make a go of it and like create like a hut for herself or like figure out how to grow something or whatever, so that by the time he came and helped her, she already had like a personality of her own and like some sort of strength of her own.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, that's true, because it isn't until she's really kind of running out of food that was left with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the grapes start growing because he's coming back to the island. So, yeah, it would have been interesting to see her have to survive a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
that would be me hiking.
Yeah.
That's the best. When you're like,
I love
I'll be
the
okay.
idea of hiking.
Just taking a break.
That was one of my goals this year. I want to go on hikes. And I'm like, who am I? I don't hike.
I have not read any of her other ones.
No.
I have Hera on my shelf, but haven't picked it up yet.
I think I almost bought Hera a while ago, but I wouldn't let myself buy it until I had read Ariadne because I already had that. So now I can go and buy it because
There you
I
go.
read it.
Hera, what was it? It would be an interesting one to read because she has so much agency.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's making so many things happen.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I would definitely want to read a book about her.
Yeah.
and she's almost always painted in a bad light. So it'd be
Mhm.
interesting to see things from her point of view.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the spin in Ariadne of like, of course, the women are the ones that, get the brunt of whatever
Mhm.
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see that too.
I wish better things had happened for Phaedra and for her, like throughout, not just their ends. Like I wish
Yeah.
that like even their interaction, like when they reunite, had been something more than what it was.
Yeah.
So
Judgment and her telling her that she's fallen for her
yeah,
stepson.
and her being annoyed at the baby crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Nothing to redeem Harris. Well,
oh really? Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I support women doing bad things.
Yeah.
I would read that. Yeah.
Did you guys watch the series on was it Netflix? The one that got canceled with guy from Jurassic Park as Zeus.
Oh, yeah. No, I watched, I think, the first episode, and then we were going to wait and watch it all later because we had too many shows going at that time. And then we found out it got canceled, so Rob didn't want to watch it.
It was good. I was sad that it was canceled.
I was mad when I found out it was canceled.
Yeah. It took a little bit to get into, but if you guys are
the first
into,
episode was a little weird, but yeah.
Yeah, it took a little while to get into, but then it was very interesting. And I was curious to see where it would go because I felt like it was set up for the second season to be so much better. But yeah,
we'll
chaos.
Never
exactly.
know.
Yeah.
Was
that
there
was
only,
really interesting. What?
Was there only one season?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like last year or something, I think, that it came out.
Yeah, I think it was last year. Typical Netflix.
But it was very, yeah.
They cancel everything.
And even my husband liked it. He normally doesn't have patience for like mythology retelling situations.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Yes, I'm still mad about what is that one show with the Darkling and all of that?
Wheel of Time.
No, Shadow and Bone. That's what it is. I kept trying to say Shadow and Bone.
That's right.
No,
yeah.
Shadow and Bone. That was really good. I'm so mad that they canceled that after 2 seasons. I'm like, you literally only had one more season.
I didn't realize it was canceled. I only watched like the first half of the first season. Yeah. Did they follow the arc of the books, like for
I only read
two?
The first book, so I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty certain that was the trajectory they were on. Was book 1, 2, and then the next season would be book 3.
At least
I didn't see
I loved how they worked
into
into characters from Six of Crows. It was such a good show, and I will never stop being angry at Netflix for canceling that.
Yeah, I think all the new networks do that, right? Like even Amazon Prime and stuff, like which has nothing to watch really, but like besides BBC, but like they create shows and then they kill all the best ones,
right? And it doesn't make any sense. Like there are so many streaming services. We all have our niche. Let us have the silly shows that we want.
Yes.
Especially a show with a loyal following. I did not understand why they would cancel that.
Yeah, I heard a ton of people talking about it. Into a show. I haven't read the books yet, and so
I need to read the books so I can finally have an ending because I own the whole trilogy and I've only read the first book. So
yeah, I'm really good at buying the whole series
before reading the first one.
Yeah.
See, I think I read the first one as an ebook. I really liked it. And then I asked my husband to buy me the series for Christmas and then never read it.
Yep.
Well,
by that point, you already had like a million other books that you had bought in between.
Yeah. So like I have a lot to read, but yeah, I do want to go back and reread that though and finish the whole thing.
Get the ending.
So what is your guys' like 5-star rating system for this year? I feel like everyone adjusts theirs a little going forward.
Yeah. But generally, I think for me, I don't give 1 stars. If I hate a book that much, I'm going to DNF it anyway. A 2-star is a book that I hate finished. Like I forced myself to get through it. And then a 3 is it was fine, but I'm probably not going to remember it. And a 4 is that was really good, but not quite a favorite. And then 5s are my favorite books. Or either a favorite book or a book that I'm just like, this is important and I respect what it's doing and I think people should read.
Yeah.
Right. I think what I'm trying to do is convert that into my, like, the respect and people should read it and blah, blah, into still being like 4s or 4.5s. Like, I want to reserve, you know how people are starting to come out with their 6-star reads or whatever, which I think is so dumb.
Yeah.
Like, personally, I'm just like, okay, like, what is happening? Like, I want to make my 5-star that, like, what we mean when we say this was a, you know, like, where we are like super excited about a book.
I'm trying to be a little more reserved with my 5s because I got into a weird place where I was just like, if I liked it, it's a 5. Like,
because everything was so sad, like in life.
So
like, yeah. If you have rescued me, even briefly, I shall bestow upon you a 5-star. Yeah, I definitely got to that point too.
I'm not super stingy with my 5s. If I really got into the book and I had a really good time reading it, it doesn't have to be the greatest literature. Like, did I have a really good time reading it? I'll give it a 5. But or if I read something, if I read something, I'm like, this is really good. It's really important. It wasn't a total 5-star for me. It'll be, you know, more like 4, 4.5. But I generally, I'm not too stingy with 5s.
Yeah, I've realized that I've just been too like, rah, you get a car, everybody gets a car, like with my 5s. So, trying to be more discerning in my old age. Wow.
Yeah. Like this one, you know, I rated it a 4. It might go down to a 3.5.
I tend to change my ratings like months later. I'll go back and be like, was that a 5? Like, do I still remember it? Like, have my feelings shifted? Because sometimes you read a book and it's like really, really good in the moment, and then it's gone. Like, you don't even remember that you read it. Like, it.
Those are the best. Where people start talking about it, they're like, "Have you read this?" And you're like, "I don't know if I have or not." I think it was on my TBR.
Like Addie LaRue for me. I read Addie LaRue and I remember loving it. I gave it a 5. I could not tell you a single thing about that book. I remember nothing.
Like, Addie LaRue for me was, I gave it a 5 also because it was coming off of a long slump of like not good books.
Yeah.
And I was excited. But then I read her other stuff and I liked it so much better, and it was a different voice as an author entirely. And I was like, oh, well, now that I know you can do this, that's the other thing. Within an author's own work, sometimes as you read more of their stuff, you're like, I shouldn't have given that one a 5 if you can do this.
Yeah.
So.
That's me with Neil Shusterman. I'm like, my God, man, I know you can do better. Like,
if it had been anybody else, it's like a teacher, you know, like it would have been an A, but like not for you.
Like, this could have been a 5, but no.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, I like if you would buy it after you read it, then it's a 5.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, those are the books I want to own and have on my shelves. Like trophies.
Yes.
Yeah. See, I can't use the 5. So, Bieber card, I'm not sure who it is, but was saying that, you know, it was a 5 if they would buy it, you know, if they didn't already own it, and they would absolutely move across the country with it. But I'm like, I just pack up everything, so I can't. Like, maybe one day this will be essential reading. So, and I'm also like, maybe somebody else will just love it, you know, like in our guest room and stuff, I put books that like I might not have loved, but I'm like, this is kind of meeting different needs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's so. Yeah, influencing what's happening at the time. Definitely. Like, sometimes you just need those like romantic-y, trashy books to just whoop.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I just want to read fluff because I can't handle anything else. I read one hard-hitting book this month, and it almost ruined me. So I was like, I can't do this again.
Yeah, I think in times like these, fluff is essential.
Yeah,
I'm having
Or-
so
need real world.
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun. I'm doing the journals of Emma M. Lyon.
Mm-hmm.
They're like little novellas and kind of like Victorian age, and they're just funny and sweet and lighthearted. And so I'm like reading that in between like heavier books to just kind of
That sounds nice.
a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, I have a whole stack of like romances and stuff like that that I pick up from thrift stores because they're my like calm reading, like it's just a night where I need to read something and finish it kind of situation. And yeah, it's been nice to like kind of call the pack because I just toss them in my donation bin right after. So it serves dual purpose. They're like easy but to get rid of, and like I know a happy ending's in the works.
Yep.
So
So I get there's she has a new book coming out in May.
June.
June.
June. Yeah.
The Immortal.
That would
I'm
be
gonna look for that. That would be interesting.
I saw something recently, speaking of Aphrodite. So, like, she has that romantic relationship with Ares, right? And, like, I feel like somebody posted, I can't remember who now, that if you look at the stories of the Greek gods, like Ares, the god of war, turns out to be the only one who, like, pretty much behaves decently towards women across his stories. Like, there isn't a story where he's just, like, being terrible, which I thought was cool. I have not confirmed
read,
it.
what is it called? Lovely War
Yeah.
by Julie Berry.
Uh-huh.
Lovely War is narrated by the Greek gods, and there's this whole thing happening with Aphrodite and Ares. They're on trial, and it's so good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Oh, I love when there's different narrators like that.
Yeah. It's really interesting. It's like a story about World War I and these other people, but the gods are telling the story about how they were maneuvering their lives, and it's really interesting. That was like one of my favorite books I read a few years ago.
Oh wow.
I should put that on my list.
I know.
Yes, that was a really good book. I want to reread it now. It's been a while.
Could put it on the fall list.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's gonna be the year of mythology.
For sure.
Yeah, this is going to be my year of like fantasy, romantasy, mythology. I just want all of that right now.
Yes.
Yeah. All the ologies and none of the realities.
Yes.
It's tough. No, I started reading like The Light Between Oceans like recently, and I was like, I can't do this right now. Can't.
Is that set in Australia?
One of the islands, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so. It is tough. I feel like since 2020, my reading personality has become even more of a mood reader than normal because I can't sustain like a certain type of sadness for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Some redeeming qualities and characters.
I go from like I want to read the difficult stuff so I can better understand what's happening to like I can't think about that anymore. I want to live in a fantasy land.
exactly.
It's just I bounce back between the two. I'm never going to understand.
Yeah, that's been a tough pill to swallow, but yeah. Yeah.
Well, shall we discuss what we're reading next?
Yeah.
We're going to be reading Piranesi by Susanna Clark in February. I thought this would be a good February book because it's kind of short. It's not that short, but it isn't very long. How many pages is it? I don't know. I don't see page numbers. Oh, it's like 250 pages-ish. So that should be doable. I always have like way too many things to read in February. I don't know why I do that to myself. I always stack the month and I'm like, oh, I have to read like 18 things.
And I'm 3 days short. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm so curious about this because I have only heard very minimal things about it. Like I don't know what this is about at all. People just say it's weird. And either they loved it or they hated it. So I have no idea what I'm getting into.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like really lyrical and yeah, weird. So
I'm keeping my mouth shut because I cheated and got excited and read it already.
I saw that. I was like, Tanya, what are you doing?
I did. February. I was like, ooh. So you shouldn't have seen it. Don't watch anything I said about it.
I didn't. I saw you talk. I was like, shh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't tell me.
I came clean. So.
But the only other book I've heard of by this author is that Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, and I own that, and it is literally like this thick.
Yeah.
I didn't realize when I bought it. I bought it because somebody said it was good, and so I was like, "Oh, that sounds interesting," and I bought it, and it got to my house, and I was like, "Wait,
I want to read that."
Oh, it's too big. I'm scared of it now.
Yeah, I found it used, and I was like, "Well, all right, we'll see how this goes." And whenever I get to it.
I mean, it sounds right up my alley. I love Victorian. I love like historical fantasy. So it should be a book I enjoy, but it's just too scary. It's literally bigger than my head. Like
that's like there's this now I can't remember the 10 Things to Tell You podcast. Is that 10 Things to Tell You or whatever? They're doing a slow read of The Stand. And I haven't read The Stand in,
I need to reread The Stand.
20-something years.
Yeah.
So I thought I would do that. But then I kind of forgot how big The Stand is. And like I got it and I was like, oh. It came in the mail and I was like.
I own multiple copies of The Stand. And like, that is, it's too much. I'm like, I want to read that, but I don't think I can do it this year. We'll see.
They're doing it as a slow read all year. So I was like, this seems good. It seems like a good.
Yep, maybe that's what I should do. Just like a little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I keep saying I need to reread it and see if it is still one of my favorite books. And I don't know, because it's been like 20 years.
Yeah, I remember loving it the first time.
Yeah.
But, back when all my meals were made for me.
That and It are my favorite Stephen King.
Yeah. It is, it is amazing.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do it as an audio because there's no way my eyes can handle that right now. Just looking at that book intimidates me.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask. Somebody just commented about Priory of the Orange Tree. So I kind of hated the beginning of Priory of the Orange Tree, and it was a DNF for me. Should I pick it up again? Because I got to...
Sarah loved that book, and she's constantly trying to get me to read it. And I'm like, do you see how big that book is? I don't think I can.
I think I don't know even how much through because I was listening to it, and I was like, maybe that makes a difference. But it was, I don't know, the first dragon gets there to a tower. But at that point, I was like, I don't care. And it's a lot for me to not care when the dragon lands.
I have the prequel, like the first prequel to it. And it's just as chunky. But I've heard that if you didn't really like Priory of the Orange Tree, that maybe you'll like the prequel.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
I think maybe I should pick it up as a paper book. I feel like sometimes when you don't get into a book, like as an audiobook, or even vice versa sometimes, like the other format might just fit your mood better. You know, the way you process a story.
Yeah.
So I find for like big fantasies, I think I do better, especially if I don't know anything about the world. It's a new world for me. Like I do better when I have the paper copy, so I can keep like flipping back to be like, oh, who are you?
I like to read those as ebooks because then I can read with my eyes better, and it doesn't feel as overwhelming.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. You know, in December, I read Alchemized. Yeah, 1,000 pages. Like I had to do the audio for that. There's no way I'm going to sit there and hold
Had
up.
you read Manacled?
I had not read Manacled first.
Yeah. I have not read it either. But
Yeah.
it was
But
100.
yeah. I didn't think it needed to be 1,000 pages, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I always struggle with fantasy because I need to understand the world better to get into it. And so that's why I generally like historical fantasy better, because I'm like, okay, I know where we're at. Like, I know this world. Now you can just sprinkle in some magic.
Yeah. Same thing with mythology retellings, right? Like if you already know myths, then it's like you're just having more detail thrown in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the way narrator readers for sure.
Oh, definitely.
I'm listening to what is that book? Assistant to the Villain right now.
Oh yeah.
Which is just, fun. But I don't like the audio at all. I'm like, what is
I've listened
this?
to some audiobooks where the narrator is just terrible. Like they don't do the voices right, or my biggest pet peeve is when it's a male narrator and then they do a weird whiny voice for the women, and it's just like, don't do that. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I listened by the time that I got through the second one after Assistant to the Villain. I just wasn't engaged with it anymore.
Yeah. I agree. It does sound a little like AI, especially the way it pauses. Like in between sentences, it has this weird clunky, like,
yeah, I would not like that.
Like the peer taken very seriously. So, but yeah, I don't have the paper copy of it, and I'm just like, this is just my, I tend to compartmentalize even my audiobooks to like specific sections of my day. So this is like the on the way to pick up the kids one. So I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna get through it. It's gonna be fine. I shall persevere. So I am brave. I can't live on a desert island, but I can listen to bad narration. That's worth something. So there's a job out there for me.
I'll be the apocalypse librarian.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I'll
the best part of that
for everybody.
The art thieves book. Remember the book wagon?
Yes.
I was like,
that'll be me.
Yeah. A book wagon sounds like a great idea anyway. Like one day. Yeah.
It does. To do that. Yeah. I would love that. I always thought it would be fun to have like a bookmobile, like just a little van that you could drive around and like have a little store.
Yeah.
It should be like painted like book wagon-ish, but also like the Scooby-Doo van.
Yes. Definitely.
So everyone knows.
Buy books out of my van. It's not creepy at all.
We're basically the meme. We're gonna get the best people. All of us are climbing the van. Yes. But nobody's like just looking at the outside, like the
that is absolutely how you kidnap me.
Yeah, for sure. Be like, yeah, the free bin is in the back. Yeah, right over there.
Let me go.
Yeah. Just crawl on back.
Would it be so bad? Not really. I mean, the ride would be fine.
Yeah.
So, I need to have lots to read.
Yeah.
There are worse ways to go.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys for coming today and talking about Ariadne. And we will be discussing Piranesi. At some point, we'll discuss a date, and I'll announce that probably in a week or so when we'll be discussing Piranesi. So I hope you all read along with us and come back and chat some more. So thanks for coming today, and we will see you next time. See you later. Happy reading. Bye.